Hello everyone, and thanks for hanging out with us here on legitmtg.com. I am Joshua Clater, and today we are going over the red, white, black mid-range deck that everyone so likes to call as Mardu. This is our fifth match with the deck. We are playing against the Sidisi whip, and today I am joined by friend Andrew Nelms.
Hi.
Alright, so this is our opener for match 5. We've got an Utter End, a Bloodstained Mire, a Murderous Cuts, an Outpost, a Sarkin, an Elspeth, and Crackling Doom. I do not think that this hand is very good, so we're going to ship it back. What do you think?
Ship it. We don't have a play. This one's a little better.
Yeah, we've got something to do on turn 3, and we've got good mana, so let's see what Temple of Triumph shows us.
Hopefully another land. Heyo.
Alright, we'll take that Nomad Outpost and put it on top. There's Opulent Palace from Casper. Play our one of two. And Thoughtseize from Casper on his second turn.
I believe we were saying bye-bye to Butcher.
I think Wingmate Rock is what I would take. But Rabblemaster is what's going. We don't have any plays, so we'll just go ahead and play the Outpost. Let's shut the cover on this Dual Decks Anthology box that I got from Nate and the rest of the staff at legitmtg.com. It's a big, beautiful box with some awesome decks in it. If you can pick one up, I strongly suggest doing so. Yeah, I think our best play is just go ahead and run Butcher out on our turn 4. We're going to miss the possibility of a turn 5 Wingmate Rock unless we draw another land. But if we do draw that land and get to attack with the Butcher, we get to raid Wingmate Rock. And considering that Casper has no longer, or has decided that drawing land is not a thing he really wants to be doing, we need to be taking advantage of that as often as possible. And yeah, he's went ahead and conceded in the face of 2 lands and a Butcher. Alright, so sideboarding, we have decided that we like the idea of staying as close to aggro as possible in this matchup. Some people will bring in Anger. We actually tried going Control earlier, but we're just going to bring in Utter End, the 3 Gryphs, and a Read the Bones.
Now, the game I played a few minutes ago for you, the match I played for you, I boarded a little differently than you have been boarding.
How did you board?
I didn't board in Hushwing Gryph.
Okay.
I thought it was cute. I agree. Now that with the past opinion that it's cute. I did board in Anger of the Gods, Read the Bones, and the other Elspeth.
How many did you bring in? All 3 Angers?
I brought in all the Angers and all the Read the Bones.
What else did you take out?
I think I cut Wingmate Rock, honestly.
And what did you bring in for the other Elspeth?
I think I cut 1 Rabblemaster.
Alright, we'll see how that goes. Let's see what our opener looks like. I'm okay with this.
That's pretty solid, actually. I like that. That's probably the best hand we've had so far in this series.
We both keep our 7. And Casper plays Palace. Our first turn play is not going to be as exciting, but it is Battlefield Forge.
Still get stuff in.
It does. It does tap for mana. There's a Caryatid from Casper for his turn 2 play. We're not going to have a turn 2 play because, well, unless we draw Seeker. Can we draw Seeker? Can we be cool?
Not Harry Potter.
Oh,
We're
we
not
did
gonna
draw a Temple of Silence, though. Lightning Strike on top? We want to shift that down to the bottom, don't we?
Yeah, I think that's the right call. Most players would probably keep it on top just as another answer to things like Sidisi.
There's a Satyr Wayfinder. Let's see what he mills. Delta Courser Downfall Forest. And he keeps the Delta. And Thought seizes us. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that I would take Sarkin here.
I would take Sarkin. I would also venture him taking Crackling Doom if he was going to come up with a Doom Wake.
As much as I want to... I mean, I guess playing the Outpost doesn't really... It doesn't hurt us this turn.
No.
Because we can still Lightning Strike in response to Sidisi's triggers. We'll still have Change of the Rocks and Crackling Doom. But I like the idea of having just better mana. There's Whip of Erebos. There's a whole lot of nothing we can do about that so far. We'll just take the one. Alright, what are we going to draw? What are we going to draw? Show us something good.
Butcher.
Another Crackling Doom. There's really nothing for us to do. I mean, like, I didn't play the Mountain, so we can't change the rocks anything. And the Whip so far only has Courser in the yard as a juicy target. Courser shows Sultai Charm on the top. So we're just gonna take the 3 here. Alright, another Mountain. Really wishing we had Sarkin. It would be super nice right now, but, you know, Thoughtseize. Big old jerk Thoughtseize. I would be so happy if we could draw an Utter in, though. That doesn't get Disdainful Stoked. There's Sultai Charm. What are you going to do? You're going to draw 2 cards and then discard a card. That seems good. But what are you going to discard? Another Whip. Which if I do draw an Utter in, that makes that card that much stronger. $15 to $22 right now. We're not in the worst shape, but we're not in the best shape either. We'll cast our Seeker. And that's probably going to get cut. You cut it, yo. But we're not looking at a well-stocked graveyard. There's 4 cards in hand. We're not cold to Sagu Mauler because of the Crackling Dooms. But Whip, I mean, we trade a lot of stuff 1 for 1, and Whip allows that trade to be...
not unprofitable.
Yeah, it really helps Casper out a bit. I just about called him Sebastian for some reason. There's a Bloodstained Mire. I still don't want to change the Rocks the Wayfinder. So we chain it, and he has Sultai Charm for it. He gets to trigger it again.
Ugh.
And that...
Seems pretty atrocious.
He has murderous... He murderous cut the Wayfinder. So he's going to get to trigger it again. Oh, he's just going to cast Wayfinder. And that shows Sidisi, Hornet Queen. That is not a card we want
to ever see in this matchup.
Yeah, not having end hostilities is not very good for us. So Hornet Queen comes back. It's going to make some tokens. And we're going to take 2. And dismiss that. Well, I would feel a lot better about this game if we could draw Utter in now. I mean, I'm not feeling super confident about it as it is right now. Anger of the Gods would be a fairly good draw too. The Crackling Doom.
Doom!
Gosh, Anger of the Gods would be super. We're mad!
Not just mad.
Hardcast Sidisi. We'll go ahead and Crackling Doom with the Sidisi trigger on the stack. He mills another Sidisi and a Disdainful Stroke. And is unable to whip. We'll be taking 5, going to 6. And putting Casper back up to 27. We need something, that's for sure. Chain to the Rocks is not something that we need. But we can go ahead and deal with a couple of tokens. I wish we could chain Whip of Erebos. Alright, so we've given ourselves... we didn't even actually give ourselves an extra turn. Because we're still due to be dead in 2 turns anyways. Here comes another Whip activation. And with the trigger on the stack, we will go ahead and Lightning Strike Sidisi. And this mill gets rid of Sagu Mauler, Disdainful Stroke, and Polluted Delta. So we are definitely not in a good place right now. If we draw Anger of the Gods, we're okay. Because we can Anger and Doom the Mauler. Elspeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elspeth does not do enough. So we're basically going to have to pass and cut a flyer and doom whatever he whips back. We'll be at 1. There's the Sagu Mauler. Oh, nope, nope. You gotta tap for white. And yeah, we have to cut. If he has disdainful stroke for the Breeder's Cut, we're dead anyways. He did not have it. We'll be going to 1. Alright. Come on, Anger of the Gods. This would be the best turn ever to draw Read the Bones.
What can he get? Can he get anything to just wreck us?
You can get Sidisi. We're dead. Oh, were we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're dead. Unless he doesn't activate Whip.
No, hang on. Whip brings back Sidisi.
We're dead.
Oh, he had the flyer. Boo, flyers.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and concede. And I guess bring in end hostilities? Because you were not very impressive, Elspeth. Big ol' yawn. Yep, so let's play first. One lander is going to get shipped. Hey, we got Utter End, 3 lands, Butcher, and Sorin, so... And one of the lands is Temple. We're only short of black mana. So let's hope Temple helps us out a little bit. Casper also mulligan, but we're going to keep our 6. Alright, let's lead with Temple. Temple shows us Butcher the Horde. You're going on the bottom, Butcher. Polluted Delta. Thoughtseize. Oh, we are still going to need a black source, but we are going to be down. I would take Sorin here.
Yes. I could make an equal argument for Utter End.
I mean, he could just take anything. I hope I don't draw black. Which is very, very possible to happen. He took the Butcher. So I'm assuming that means he has a Hero's Downfall for Sorin. Alright, Temple, show me something good. You are not what I'm looking for, Mountain. A second Thoughtseize. So the quality of my hand has decreased dramatically. There goes Sorin. Hey, there's a black source though, and no Nomad Outpost. No 3-drop, which is pretty good for us. We're going to need to get a shuffle on with the Bloodstained Mire. Sultai Charm at the end of turn. See what he ends up discarding to that. A Soul of Innistrad.
Ooh boy. We haven't seen that card all day.
Well, that double Thoughtseize opener was pretty good for Casper. Really unfortunate for us. Whip. Well, he's got to get the other end out of hand somehow. I'm not going to use it on anything else, but I believe Whip. So let's go ahead and shuffle. Do we want... Yeah, we'll just find another black source with the Mire and deal with the Whip. What do we draw? What do we draw? What do we draw? It's a mountain.
Woo! Well, at least his deck's not going yet, but we're not really going either.
Yeah, I mean, the double Thoughtseize was really unfortunate for us. And again, we're both in that position to where we're not doing a whole lot of anything. But he has better library manipulation than I do, and he has Whip. So I believe he's favored at this stage. What's being cast? Sidisi. What's getting milled? Doom White Giant and a Caryatid. Oh, hey, there's another outpost. That's a good draw. We're going to be taking some damage this turn. What gets milled? Courser, Sidisi, and Sultai Charm. So his graveyard is well stocked.
Just needs a Whip.
I need something besides a land. That's something. Just get angry. Arrgh. At least we didn't get blown out by a disdainful stroke.
Well, we can't stroke it.
I know, but it could have been end hostilities. That would have been quite the bad thing for us.
I don't want to play this anymore.
Alright, so are we going to see... Nope. A Soul of Innistrad is activated to bring back Sidisi, Courser, and Sidisi. There's Courser, which shows a temple. And there's a Reclamation Sage, so any future Change of the rocks are not great. What do we draw here?
Oh boy.
I like the Mardu deck, I really do, but this game is making me not like it at all. And I know that, you know, this is an outlier. We've got a really small sample size and other talk that I don't fully understand. What does he mill with the Sidisi? A stroke, a cut, and a wayfinder. Oh, and whip is on top. Because why wouldn't it be? So we'll take 2. We'll sacrifice some mire to go get a mountain. Let's get one less land out of the deck. And we'll draw a Battlefield Forge. We're just not even going to play it. Hero's Downfall. Yeah, we're not winning this game. I mean, the Downfall is going to get milled if he attacks with Sidisi, and there's no reason for him not to attack with Sidisi. Unless he had like 3 cards in his library. Oh, and a third whip. We know he's got 1 whip in hand. I don't know why he didn't cast it. I guess playing around other end. There's the whip.
Found it.
Yeah. I'm at 4. Rabble Master. This game is stupid sometimes. Well, we're going to lose. Get in there, Goblin.
Woo!
We'll go ahead and block Sidisi like it matters. Whew, that was just a series of unfortunate draws. If we see any action outside of those lands, maybe we're okay, maybe not. But anyways, I like the Mardu deck. It's fun. Don't let this last game or this last match turn you off to the deck. It doesn't seem to happen that often. We may or may not have sideboarded wrong. But with that said, come back next week where we will be looking at a different standard deck. I'm not entirely sure what me and Casper will record for next week. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you all for stopping by this little legit corner of the internet. For Andrew, I am Joshua. Have a good day.